Advocates in Wichita want you to see how they respond, how to respond if you see someone experiencing an overdose.
A Kingpin joining us live with their message after recent overdose investigations here in Wichita. Good morning, Keenan.
Brendan Dillon, one person has died and 3 other people have been hospitalized earlier this week on suspected drug overdose. And this comes as police have been investigating more than 24 other cases where overdose was mentioned. Now, while these specific cases are not yet identifiable as far as the substances that were used, Safe Streets ICT is continuing its advocacy work to combat drug overdoses. Now, Safe Streets ICT provides opportunities to learn the symptoms of an overdose. These symptoms including unconsciousness, a slowness and suppression in breathing, and the pupils that are unreactive to light. They say that knowing these symptoms and being able to react fast could be the difference between life and death.
It's extremely important, especially now. I mean, I think this has been a big wake-up call for everyone with all of these overdoses this last week, that it can happen to anyone. Naloxone should be treated like a part of everyone's first aid kit.
Safe Streets ICT, one of the many places around town that's looking to help combat drug overdoses. This organization specifically providing these kits that include a number of things, including naloxone or Narcan, which is something that can be used to stop a drug overdose. And again, that's available here 24 hours a day for you to come pick up. They also have a way for you to submit an application for a supply. You can find that information on our website and on the 12 News app, kwch.com, again, and on the 12 News app. I'm reporting live in downtown Wichita. Keenan Penn.